Bloomberg Audio Studios.
Podcasts, radio, news.
Single best idea and a theme that just came to me. Trust me, we wanted to go out to McKinsey or Bain to consult on what the theme should be to the end of the year. We didn't do that. It came into my little puny head here somewhere between, from the food court, should I have the almonds or the dried apricots? And the answer is I went with both this morning. And with that, I came up with a theme, this great bull market. Now, I'm not predicting a continued bull market, but the humbling sense of from December of 2018 with Ben Laidler's great call at HSBC, get on board, buy equities, and I'll bring it out to another crystal clear moment, autumn of 2022, where separately and for different reasons, Ed Yardeni and Ralph Ancampora, the legend of technical analysis, Yardeni and Ancampora said for different reasons, get on board. Remember that after the pandemic, that in October 2022. So here we are. I don't want to opine in the market, but the basic idea is talk to people informed. Wei Li is at BlackRock, global strategist there with prodigious mathematics skills. Look for her on LinkedIn. It's a reason just to get organized on LinkedIn to look for Wei Li, Weili, Wei Li of BlackRock on The View Forward. I asked her about David Kostin's report at Goldman Sachs, modeling out a regression to the mean, bringing single-digit returns forward from this great bull market down to an annualized 3-ish low single-digit percentage point. Wei Li disagrees.
We actually took inspiration from that analysis to try to understand if the measure of concentration, which is to look at the market cap of the biggest company versus the 75th percentile, and look at that ratio, right? By that measure, U.S. equity market is close to the most concentrated in almost 100 years. And we try to understand, okay, that concentration, does it have significant bearing on subsequent market return over 12 months, over 10 years? The verdict of that analysis, inspired by the research piece of research that you are referring to, is that over the very near-term horizon, let's say investing for 2025, concentration doesn't have significant bearing. And over the longer term, in a mean revert environment, then it has significant bearing, but we're not in a mean revert environment. So we continue to think that earnings can come through for next year. We're looking at high single-digit return expectation, and there is reason in the context of U.S. exceptionalism for us to lean more into U.S. equities, which is what we're doing for this outlook.
I can't say enough, folks, that idea of not mean reversion sets up the arch debate forward for those of you in the bull market or those of you seeing this great bull market from a distance. The idea that we're not going to mean revert to some lower frame and that we're going to come in higher. And then, what the pros say is high single digits, low single digits. But those are huge percentage changes to participate over 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. Wei Li of BlackRock, and we continue with her here. Very quickly, Wei Li on what you don't own enough of, Mag 7.
Mag 7 multiple is 30 times, and at the beginning of 2022, it was 35 times. At the inception of ChatGPT, late 2022, it was 25 times. So it is expensive, but it's not extremely expensive. There are good reasons, earnings momentum that supports those valuations. Like mean revert. If we're talking about an index that has become more growthy in nature over time, then the mean needs to reflect the more growthy nature of the benchmark. So we continue to like Mag 7, but we have broadened out how we play the AI theme.
Wei Li of BlackRock, and again, a great addendum to this. The one I think of that's equally engaged in LinkedIn is Urian Timmer over at Fidelity. The value of reading, not glancing at, but reading Urian Timmer, Timmer, Urian Timmer of Fidelity, and Wei Li of BlackRock out on LinkedIn. Folks, you'd have to pay a $10,000 fee just to have a cup of Sanka with either of them. within the reality of global Wall Street. I can't say enough about Wei Li's value add on BlackRock out on LinkedIn. All I can say is this podcast is building. Frankly, it's been off my radar, but we're going to promote it very much so in the new year. We say thank you to all of you on your commute across the nation on Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Sirius XM channel 121, had no idea how big that audience was. Good Morning and a Quarter of 99.1 Washington, Bloomberg, 1130 in New York, and 92.9 in Boston. Please subscribe to Bloomberg Podcasts on YouTube. This is Single Best Idea.